This is Awakened Spirits Network, and it's my honor and sincere privilege to be with a brother who walks the red road and has given his life to healing and awakening and growth and service. And this is Brother Standing Bear from Saskatchewan, Canada, who's here with the World Peace Gathering, which is coming up this coming weekend, the 18th to the 20th at Dripsy Castle in Cork. Welcome, Standing Bear. God bless you, my friend. Great to be here with you. Aho Matakwe Asen.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a great honor to be here, to be your friend, to be of service, and to be of service to humanity and the rest of all nations, tribes, and circles. So, thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. A pleasure. And we met Thursday at the lighting of the eighth fire, which was led by our dear friend Chief Phil Lane Jr., who at 81 years of age shows no signs of slowing down or missing anything, and he is right on it, isn't he?
He's a beautiful, powerful elder, yeah, and
Yeah.
the energy that he brings is powerful. It's right from the heart of the spirit, and thank Creator for Chief Phil and bringing this together. I consider him one of my elders, and what a great honor it is to sit in the same circle.
So yes, aho to that. I remember when we're gonna get into your work here. You're an author, you're a filmmaker, you're a musician, and you're practicing the red road. You're giving the medicine of the ancestors and of your tribe and of all of the indigenous tribes of the world that have held this sacred space for humanity to open our hearts back to Mother Earth and come home to each other and build this bridge of peace together, the four races coming together as one family and respecting and honoring each other. So it's such an incredible gift for me to chat with you and be any part of this, my friend. So please share with us whatever's on your heart today.
Yeah, well, it's traditional to open with a prayer and an offering. So
please.
Again, in the traditional way, we offer tobacco for our earth, and then kitchen and two. Hey, Mazaman, Chief, Magwitch, Creator, Great Spirit, Great Mystery. Thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you. Thank you for our breath. Thank you for our circle. Thank you for our sunrise. Thank you for our life. We are grateful for our last breath and hopeful for our next, and we live in that beautiful place in between. We come here today. We mean no harm in what we do. We come here in a good way, sacred way, holy way. We come here to remember the words and the prayers of the grandmothers, the words and prayers of the grandfathers, the words and prayers of the ancestors, and the words and prayers of the next 7 generations. We come here today, we honor all nations, circles, and tribes, especially those nations, circles, and tribes that do not look like the two-legged, like the standing nations, the ones that offer the world breath. We say thank you. To the fish nations, the ones that teach us how to live in harmony and balance with the water, we say thank you. To the wind nations, the ones who teach us how to live in harmony and balance with the wind and air, we say thank you. To the creek we call and the Slytherins, the ones who teach us how to stay close and grounded to Mother Earth, we say thank you. To the four-legged nations, circles, and tribes, the ones who teach us about that beautiful heart space, to remember to always where we come from and that we are all related, we say thank you. And of course, to all other two-legged nations, circles, and tribes. We understand that you are not only a relative, you are also our teachers as well. And this is here's in our hearts. Very happy. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, my
Good,
friend. Thank you.
good,
Beautiful.
good. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um, I could weep. I could absolutely weep, my friend. What a joy. What an honor. Um, well, tell us again what is your you have great great wisdom and great reminders for all of us of what life is meant to be about, to walk in arm, honoring Mother Earth, honoring each other. Um, can you say a little bit about the vision of Chief Phil and the others who there are 40 speakers? I want people to know that are coming to this event next weekend. You're one of them, and I look forward to hearing all that you have to
yeah,
share there.
yeah.
But what else would people need to know about this event from your perspective?
This is about the prophecies coming together. Sooner or later, actually sooner rather than later, people have to come and sit together, unite in prayer, unite our words, unite our thoughts, unite our ancestors, as a common, the union of one, to come together, to really live the prophecies. It's one thing to know the prophecies, and it's another to read the prophecies in some book somewhere, and that's needed, just the general awareness. But what we also need is actual actionable action, and so this is where it's coming. This is where the prayer meets the road, and we have to live the prayer. The prophecies aren't out there. The prophecies live in here. The prophecies, it's what happens to us in here. When we sit together, this changes. This changes, and this changes the narrative right here. So when we live the prophecy, when we live those words, when we live the prayers, the prayers, the prayers that we have are loaned to us. They are not ours to keep. They are ours to hold, to honor, to cherish, to love.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
it is a great honor to carry. Some of us have been chosen to do this. And,
yes,
and, and those of us who are chosen must carry these words and these prayers and these ceremonies back to the
yes.
people that have forgotten who they are, what they are. They live in another culture
Another
that
dream.
isn't aligned with the hearts and minds of the ancestors of Mother Earth, the fox, the wolf, the bear, the eagle. And so what we're doing is that beautiful, beautiful alignment to bring the prayers together, that the beautiful harmonious frequency to be living on the same plane, to be living that consciousness. Come
Yes,
here, come here to be the peacemakers. That's why
yes,
we are here. And so it's the way we. So there's quite a bit of confusion about that, right?
yes,
We think going to stopping war is the way. That's not the way. Well, what we do is carry the prayers. That's the way. Carry the prayer of peace. That is the way. That is all about the peacemaker, not anti-war makers. When you may say that every word is consent, right? So it doesn't matter if anti-war. We don't even speak those words. That's how powerful we are. Speak the words of peace, and that peace will come. And so that's what the message is. It's really learning how to carry those prayers, because everybody's talking about changing the world, changing this, got to change that, got to tear down this, got to decolonize, got to do all this stuff, and that's not the way. That's not the way. That way will keep us informed forever.
yes,
So what
yes,
we do is to carry the words and the prayers of peace, and we carry them right here. It's what
yes,
happens to us right here that's going to make the difference.
yes. Oh,
So,
yeah, 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 man. Beautiful. Yeah. In listening to Chief Phil, every time I've heard him, he talks about I am responsible. You know, And I'll tell you, that's a concept that I've wrestled with a lot in this lifetime. And I know that, there is no way to take my power back without taking full responsibility for everything I've thought and said and done and represented. And, as you're saying so eloquently and so beautifully, the red road gives us that reminder, as you're saying, to embody our prayers. It's a little thing to say it. It's everything to live it and to surrender to it. Are there any stories in your journey that come to mind in terms of things that have helped you to see how to change your mind, change your life, things that have helped you to wake up on your own path that come to mind?
Well, I've been walking. I did not grow up this way. I don't know if you know anything about my history. I'm a 6-inch group child, and uh, so the Canadian government came in and they stole me from my
Wow, I'm so sorry.
home. They put me into an orphanage,
Wow.
and I aged up to foster care. And
Okay.
then I was both run by the church, and then I was sold to a white American family. That's how I get
Wow. My
my
God.
last name. So I grew up in a culture that is not my own.
Wow.
So I did not assimilate well to that culture. Not my,
Right.
it is
Right.
not my way. Uh, obviously, quite a bit of trauma
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
during that. And
Yes. I can only imagine.
way out was uh, an elder found me actually and wanted me to wanted me to I met him in the early 90s. I've been walking this way for over 30 years.
Beautiful.
And yeah, he's the one that changed the course of my destiny. Introduced me. Tony Stonehawk, he is my name. He is Nanticoke, actually, out of Delaware. Met him
Okay.
born again back in on that ceremony. That's just the beginning of it was the first thing that felt right. And I didn't understand it. Anything that was going on in the first ceremony, which is what live ceremony.
Okay.
I didn't understand anything. Actually,
Right.
you know what?
Yeah.
Actually, let me tell you a story.
Sure.
Can I tell you a story?
Yes, please.
So this is early. This is early in my journey, and I was really violent. I was really drunk, angry,
Right.
and as a young man, just kind of led to a culture that uh, I told me so again ceremonies and back. And he said, "Go by the fire. Go by the sacred fire." So I did what I was told, and he said, "I said, Tony, what should I do?" And he said, "Introduce yourself to the fire." And that didn't make a lot of sense to me. It makes all the sense in the world now. But back then, it was an inanimate. It's like talking to a wall, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't understand it. And I felt mildly rejected because I started to talk. I didn't know how to talk back then,
Yeah.
and but, but I did what he was told, and
Yeah.
I went to the fire, and I didn't know how to introduce myself. So it was really clumsy
Sure.
in the beginning. I would take a little bit of tobacco. Uh, I hope no one, I hope no one's looking. Nobody. I would wait for everybody to leave before I did
Right.
anything because I'm really silly talking to the fire. And so well, the old guy over there wants me to talk to you. And I feel really dumb. That was basically my first prayer. And then over the course of probably the next year or two, I did the same thing. Tony told me to go to the fire and introduce myself.
Yes.
And then in between the ceremonies, I get drunk again, or get arrested again, or something, chaotic, trauma-based behavior. Right?
Oh,
The colonial world is a trauma-based society, right?
sure. Sure. Sure.
So, so the colonial world removes the love from within themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a separation from each other in the form of politics, right, left, up, down,
Yeah.
Republican government. That's not the way of the spirit, but that's how we're taught.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So so um, so the next prayer, as I was getting more comfortable, was like, okay, my name. I didn't have my spirit name yet. So,
Okay.
okay. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but yeah. And then I'll just do that. Then I went out, got in trouble again, and came back again.
Right.
And grandfather
Right.
told me, said, okay, go into the street to tell for the fire. And slowly, I started to tell some truth.
Yes. Good, man.
And fire. Fire. I really like to get sober.
Yes.
I, I,
Sorry,
uh,
Wayne.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of losing the audio. You just sit real close to the mic if you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
buddy.
this better?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I hate to miss any.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay
Okay.
with the either way. The
Okay.
headset is fine, but yeah, now you're a bit better with the mic. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
perfect. So
so
you're
then,
sorry. So you're telling your story about introducing yourself to the fire. The last thing I heard is you asked the fire to help you become sober.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was beginning to learn to ask for help,
Yes.
and then a couple months later, uh, I took the tobacco and I said, look, I'm really tired. I can't do this, because
Yeah.
the ceremony, it felt so right. It felt so
Yes.
beautiful. It felt so natural.
Yes. Yes.
It brought something out of me. It was really, and I didn't know what it was. I
Yeah.
couldn't. And so eventually I got to the point where I said, you know what? I didn't care who else was around.
Yeah.
I didn't care if white people were there because
Yeah.
I came here as a racist. I was a racist because everything that had been done bad to me had been done by white people.
Sure, man. I hear you. I'm so sorry.
Back in the orphanage, back
Yes.
And so, at that point, I just didn't care anymore. The only thing I wanted to do was get sober, and I couldn't do it.
Right.
You know what? Fire. And I started to cry.
Yes. Yes.
I can't do this anymore. I'm
Yeah.
sick, tired. I don't want to drink anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to inject anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to smoke anything.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired and I want to live. And
Yes.
if I'm going, I think I'm going to die.
Yes.
And then I gave that tobacco to the fire. And then what had happened was it went from about 4 feet to about 20 feet. Right.
My God.
It exploded. Exploded in front of me.
Beautiful.
And then, my eyes were about this big, and I'm like,
Right.
what
Right. 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 Right.
So I didn't know what happened. So
Sure.
it occurred to me to do it
Right.
all over again.
Hmm.
And so I said, you know what? I'll just do it again. Maybe something happened. I don't know. And then I did the same prayer. I'm tired. I'm lonely. I'm scared. I want to live, and I
Yes.
can't stop drinking. I can't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop injecting things. And then I put the tobacco into the fire again, and again the fire went up about 20 feet.
My God.
And again, so it occurred to me that the fire was listening to me the whole time.
Yeah.
And I never knew that. And
Beautiful.
It brought great joy,
Oh God.
great power. Just I didn't know the fire was listening.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's a sacred thing. It's a sacred, like a living, breathing energy is consciousness. This,
Yes.
this, this, this awesome power that we have at our disposal, and nobody knows about it, right? You know, and that's the way. So when I finally introduced myself to the fire with absolute truth, the fire introduced itself to me. That's the story.
Beautiful.
So, and so
Thank
I
you.
remember running back to, this is funny. So I remember running back to Grandfather Tony, you know, just like a little kid, right? I'm like
Yeah.
20 something years old, right? And so I said,
Sure.
Tony, Tony, I think the fire is listening to me. It was funny, right? You, you know, the old guys, you know, the old guys just kind of
Yeah.
step back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just keep, you just keep doing what you're doing.
Beautiful.
And then it occurred to me that that everything was listening to everything that I did, and
Right.
everything,
Wow.
everything. So from the water to Mother Earth to the very air itself is a living, breathing constant. And there was a beautiful shift. A
Yeah.
beautiful shift happened where I said, "Oh my God!" It's just like, and then when I found out it was listening, and now when we felt heard, that's the healing, right? The
Yes.
singing. When we finally felt heard, well, there's something there listening to us. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
like in the back to tear up. It's just like, wow, it was so profound.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, I'm already part of something beautiful, and I
Yes.
never knew that.
Yes.
And then I started to walk in a truly powerful, sacred way because I knew that everything around me was not only a part of me, it's listening to everything, every thought and it's so beautiful and it's so powerful. And then what we talk about is the beautiful hollow bones, right?
Yes.
Just allowing that beautiful power, that beautiful flow, that beautiful life, that beautiful light, that beautiful love to you know flow through our hollow bones. So hollow bones means that we are part of something beautiful, that there's a
Mhm.
living, breathing consciousness. Now, it's not only it's not only a responsibility now, it is our obligation now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now, so what happened was that short story
I hear you.
it's about a young man now becoming self-aware.
Yeah. Yeah.
That there's an awareness there. That then there's living awareness. That, wow, this is really wow. And then there's experience, and then there's lived experience.
Yeah.
And at that point of lived experience, now it becomes knowledge, and
Yes.
now it must become living knowledge. That means I must walk the way. I must understand what's happening to the world
Yes.
around me. I must listen to the world around me. The world isn't about me. It isn't about us. It isn't about the no like everybody's running around about the humans or this, the true legends or that, and we've completely missed the boat.
Yes. Yes.
This is about the circle of life. That's
Yes.
why we introduce all those nation circles and tribes at the beginning of the prayer to invite them into us because they are listening to us at all times. We cannot bring peace if we do not have an intimacy relationship with
Yes.
those things, those beautiful powers, those beautiful medicines that offer us life. We've been offered a beautiful life today.
Right.
We've been offered, and the sickness here is entitlement.
Right. Right.
That we are that we are entitled to this. So we are not entitled to anything.
No.
That we are obligated to share this world, to share this life,
Yes.
to share the opportunity, to give the
Yes.
gift of life back to life. That's what the peacemakers do.
Hey.
We're not at the front lines of Gaza. We're not there. No, no, no. We're
Right.
doing quietly in beautiful, powerful spaces like this right here, me and you. The world has changed intimately because of what me and you are talking about right now. That's the beauty right there. Right here. The front line isn't out there. The front line is right here. It's right
Yes.
here. It's what happens to us in here. So when I said that story about the fire, it's what happened to me in here, right here.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
what happened was, in a more intimate sense, was the fire here started to recognize the first fire at the center of the universe, the one that started this whole life, this whole universe.
Yeah.
And it's not just about me anymore. It's just not about the two-legged anymore.
Right.
It's just
Right.
about the whole
Yes.
of all life. This is about the beaver, the bear. This is all the beautiful things that my life gets better when I sit with the bear, when I sit with the buffalo, when I sit with the butterfly, when I sit with the bee. This is where life happens. That's where life happens. It doesn't happen on the front lines. The front line is right here. When I invoke it with that beautiful, powerful intention, like the beginning of this interview, with that prayer, it invokes clarity,
Yeah.
intention. Intention is everything.
Yeah.
Intention is absolute everything. Without that intention, without those words, then the space almost meaningless at that point. So we have to give meaning and clarity and power and intention to create that beautiful space. We just
Yeah.
don't show up to ceremony and now here we are. We live the ceremony. That's
Right.
the deal. And so, so when the ceremony is over, the ceremony within us is not over.
Right.
We must take what we have, what we learned, that beautiful connection, and we must take it out to the four winds.
Yes.
And if we don't do that, then yeah, then I weep. Then I weep for the next 7 generations because we are here. We are speaking now on behalf of the next 7 generations, and we're not talking about the next 7 generations of two legs. That is, our mind is weak then,
Right.
because we cannot stand alone.
Yes.
We are not made to stand alone. We will be
Yes.
lost. We will be lost, alone, scared, afraid. That's what that colonial world wants us to be. It thrives on removing the love from within ourselves. That's what it does. Democrat Republic.
Right.
This
Right.
stuff. It's based on an adversarial model. We are not adversarial people.
Right. Right.
We live in wholeness. We live in oneness. That's
Yes.
the prayer. That's the prayer that I carry. The prayer, and it is the prayer of the buffalo. It is the prayer of the beaver. It is the prayer of the water. It is the prayer of the air. It's the prayer of the fire to bring unity and wholeness back to not only the people, but to earth itself. So the hoop, the sacred hoop. So that's what we must do. That's the prayer. That is why I've dedicated my life to making this world a better place. I came here walking the red road to get one day sober.
Right.
I stay in the red road for us. That's the difference. There's 2 narratives.
Yeah.
There's the I people, and then there's the we conversation.
Yes.
And so sometimes we get caught in the middle. Like the people need some help. That is an I conversation. That's not a we conversation. When we start talking in the realm of the we include Mother Earth.
Yeah.
We include water. We include the butterfly. We
Yeah.
include the bear. We include the wolf. All these are powerful medicines. You understand? Everything carries medicine. We must include all the medicine. That's why the people that carry the medicine, they must come together. We are the medicine. At some point, the people need to sit together. That's the deal.
Yeah. Yes.
And we have to throw away religion. We have to throw away the borders. We have to throw away the boundaries. And it just because those things will forever just keep us sick. And so what happens inevitably when we stay in those fractured societies, war is inevitable.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But the remedy is the we.
Yes.
We must speak in we terms. We must speak gently in we terms. that nurturing, that powerful, that beautiful grace, that beautiful mercy. That's what that is. It's just not we the people. It's we the people. That means the Stanton Nation.
Yeah.
They're people.
Yeah.
The insect nation, the four-legged, they are people too. You know, when the invaders came to Turtle Island,
Okay.
they said we are different people, and we in Turtle Island, we were confused because we understood the two-legged as one people, as one nation.
Yes.
And so when the white faces, the black robes, and then they came over and said, no, we are different people. And we said, no, you're not. And that was the beginning of war. And,
Yeah.
and the war on earth begins right here.
Yes. 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 100%.
For the peace that we must live. To bring peace, we must live it right here.
Yes. Yes.
Again, it's what happens to us on the inside. We cannot do it. We cannot live this peace if we don't have an intimate relationship, again, with the medicine that brings us peace. But the buffalo, you know, the respect, we must offer ourselves back to. That's the respect right there. We must offer ourselves back to life.
Yes.
We live in a world of takers. We don't offer anything.
Wow.
That's why we offer the tobacco and because we want our words to be heard. Yeah. We have to understand that we must offer something before we ever ask. We must begin with thank you to everything before we ask for anything. That's the way of the we.
Yes. Yes.
That's the way of the we. This is what we must do.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. I feel you. You're carrying the fire, my friend. Bless you. Yeah. This is deep medicine. It's beautiful. So powerful. So important. You know, I'm here. You know, I grew up in the States. I had, as I said, I told you the other day when I met you, I had many wonderful teachers of the Red Road in person and through books and such. And it was just it absolutely floored me that you were all coming here and offering this, and now I get to be some small part of it, which is just an honor, and share this message, which so deeply needs to be heard by the world right now. And you know, I really do feel what Chief Phil has said. You know, that there is some destiny and connection, you know, between the Irish and the indigenous cultures of the world. You know, because we do recognize the value of the earth and the living relationship between all of us and the earth, and we need the earth to teach us the ways of wisdom and good life and good living, and not be at war with ourselves or each other or Mother Earth. So you know, I'm just so deeply grateful for all of this, Standing Bear. It's really an honor to hear this. You have some books. Let's mention your books so people that really want to go with you on this journey. Where would they go for that?
Well, there's Daily Medicine, which is my first book. There's Whispers from the Hollow Bone.
Okay.
Sifting Through the Ashes. I'm updating Sound of Falling Feathers right now, and my latest book, which is out right now, Rumors of Beauty and New Beginnings, and you can find those anywhere books are sold. And so they are everything that we talked about here. They are guided meditations. They are short little snippets of wisdom.
Beautiful.
And the idea is not to read them, but to live them. So they're Red Road teaching, the seven grandfather teaching, Red Road teaching, medicine wheel teaching, and each one's a little different.
Yeah.
What we ask in these books is you have to offer something.
Sure.
Through these meditations. So usually meditation is like a one-way street.
Right.
Read it. Just read it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. That's wonderful. Let me, you know.
Yeah.
But what we're asking here in books is an intimate look at yourself.
Yes.
That beautiful place of vulnerability, of
Yeah.
how you respond, how you are reacting,
Yes.
how deep can you go? My elders talk about the beyond, going into the mystery, going into that place of understanding, of our misunderstanding, and going to that beautiful place, and not rejecting it wholesale, but by sitting with it. The red road that is the road that leads to all other roads, both seen and unseen. It is the road of the wolf and humility,
Yeah.
courage, and the bear. And we ask you in this meditation to
Yeah.
sit with these. And so these are living, breathing entities. These are part of that living, breathing consciousness. And we are asking you to sit with it so
Yeah.
you can be a better, and not only for ourselves, but as for our prayers, we sit with these for the next 7 generations. So we're thinking 7 generations ahead. Every thought, every prayer, every day, we must offer the thought, offer the prayer of the next 7 generations. We have to stop being so selfish and
Yes.
thinking only about our day. We must begin to start thinking as a beautiful, beautiful circle. How, what can I do today to
Yeah.
help the next seven generations? How we do that is to connect to life right here. When we are better, the next 7 generations is better. That's
Oh,
why yeah.
yes. Wayne, bless you. Standing Bear. Bless you. Bless you. I'm inspired. You shared so openly about the very terrible and difficult experiences in your childhood. And honestly, from my heart to you, I do want to say I'm so sorry for all that you've suffered at the hands of the white race. To any degree that I can apologize for that, I do that with an open heart, and bless you for your strength and your courage and your commitment to forgive and to see the world through a loving heart and not just an angry or a fearful heart or a hurt heart. So bless you and thank you for sharing all of this with us.
It's my honor to be here and make this world a better place.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, will you bless us with a little of your wonderful music?
Yes, hopefully, yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, can I say one thing before you do that?
Yes, please.
I just wanted to share the story while we get ready for this. It'll set the tone. There was a video of yourself and the guitarist playing by the water on Thursday. Yes, and
Yes,
didn't Mother Swan and her babies come up to you both to hear the music? That was so beautiful.
yes. When played with love, they know.
Yeah, yeah,
They know far more than, and they want to come up and they want to introduce themselves. Um, they said, "Welcome home." And
yes,
so,
yes.
yeah, that's a beautiful moment for all of us. Yeah, they recognize love. They
Yes,
recognize the people.
yes. I say welcome home too, standing there.
We
Thank you.
tried this in sound check. Can you hear?
Not really. Not really.
Okay.
It kind of comes and goes. Sorry, I've got the original sound on for musicians,
Okay. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think it's the
I'm not.
microphone.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it comes and goes.
No.
But we know your heart is with us entirely, and I
It's
feel your
really
love.
beautiful.
Bless,
Beautiful.
bless you,
Yeah.
bless you, my friend. Thank you. Well, is there anything else? What has it been like for you to connect with all these teachers from around the world?
Oh, it's just beautiful. It's a great honor for me to come here and to listen and sit in ceremony. I've got a chance. We did a ceremony yesterday, and we went to a sacred site here, and there's a waterfall. I forget the name.
Right.
Brought some people from Central America there, from Ireland here.
Great.
Wisdom
Great.
keepers from here. Yeah, it was really beautiful. We just got to sit together. We got to listen, to laugh, to pray, and to play a little music, and to really, learn from each other, and listen to each other. And, it was really beautiful.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep this meeting.
yes. I mean, this is a meeting that's been centuries in the making,
Yes.
and Chief Phil and yourself and all the other beautiful teachers here blessed us with this this event, and this peace treaty is a very sacred thing, and I'm sure Mother Earth is guiding us all and supporting us all to help this to be possible.
She is aware. She is aware. So yeah. Thank you for everything you do, and disseminating the information, the prayers, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, I hope this is the beginning of many conversations.
Absolutely, yeah. Very honored to sit with you as often as you like. So, yeah. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Well, I'll give you a hug and shake your hand on Sunday if I don't see you before then. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Fantastic. Thank you, brother.
Wayne, thanks again. Standing Bear.
Okay. Okay.
Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Yeah. We'll talk to you soon. I'll send you a copy of this and a home for all our relations.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. God bless.
Okay.